Alright everyone, welcome back to this crazy confrontation. I make up my mind and go to the hallway. With the numbness in my feet still there, I push past the wreckage of desks, and I crawl forward into the white smoke before me. Then beyond the scorched ruins. She looks exasperated. Tosaka's waiting for me with her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and manage to pull myself up. Guess the numbness is temporary and I can move my legs if I really try. Not that mobility will be enough. Tosaka is only winded from all the running around. She's got plenty of magical energy to spare. I've got no magical energy left. She's just a bit low on stamina. The moment we resume this battle, I'm gonna be shot down for sure. You don't know that. Rin Tosaka gloats over her victory. That pisses me off. Honestly, I know I have no chance in hell, but I can't help but feel insulted. I point the leg of the chair at Tosaka as a sign that I'm gonna go down swinging. She grins. I wish she wouldn't make such an ominous smile. Shit, she's serious. Not that she hasn't been serious up to now, but this seems like she's had her last breaker flipped. I now realize I'm truly just a sitting duck, and earlier, she was just getting her ducks in a row. She glares at me. Okay. Something brainless like that, yeah, I got it. Give up my command spells. Those aren't something I can afford to give, most of all. More than enough time. Tosaka raises her left arm. I bet she'll fire a gander the moment I refuse. Can I hand her my command spells? Can I accept my loss against Tosaka? Oh, I definitely don't want to hand over my command spells, so I guess this? 3秒. We stare at each other. Did I just hear a scream coming from below? I immediately stand up and start running. I run down the stairs. I like how he was in the middle of a fight with Tosaka, and the moment he hears someone in trouble, he's like, oh, forget this, time to go and get help. I go down to the first floor. At first glance, the hall looks empty, but then I spot a female student laying on the floor at the far end. No! The student is in a heap in front of the emergency exit.
よかった。気を失ってるだけか。
I run to the student to check if she's okay. Is she a first year? She's unconscious, but I don't see any bleeding or wounds, so she seems alright.
そんなわけないでしょ。こんなに顔青くして中身が空っぽだってわからない？
中身が空っぽ？
魔力。もっと極端に言えば生命力よ。キャスターにやられた人と同じ。いいえ、あれよりもっとたちが悪い。この子、放っておいたら死ぬわ。
死ぬって傷一つないのにか。
外が無事でも中が空っぽなら動かなくなるのは当たり前でしょ。血が全然足りないのよ。待ってて、これぐらいなら手持ちの石でなんとか。
She rifles through her pockets. Thank God. It seems serious, but Tosaka seems to know how to cure her. She kneels over and treats the collapsed student. From her profile, she looks incredibly serious. She tends to the student as sweat forms on her forehead. What is it? It's... Her expression is so laser focused it pains me to just look at it. I feel like it isn't the first time I've seen...
ああ、もう気が散る。エミヤ君、そこのドア閉めてくれる？風で髪が乱れるのよ。
He's remembering the time when he was saved.
ああ、あの非常口だな。
I look at the open door. Huh? Open? Come to think of it, we haven't even discovered why the girl collapsed in the first place. It's not like she did this on her own. Someone obviously attacked her. It didn't even take us a minute to get here, so if the culprit fled, it had to be out this door. Oh. Is it because I was looking in that direction? I can just make out something dark flying in our direction. I showed Tosaka with my right arm.
何よそれ。エミヤ君、腕に腐って。
A shadowy dagger has pierced right through my arm. Protruding from between my elbow and wrist is something that resembles a nail. No, it's far too large to be just a nail. And whatever it is, has completely skewered my forearm.
なんでそんな。ああ、今はそうじゃなくて、血がそんなに出てるのに、痛くないの？
The image of Stewie from Family Guy when he had a shard of glass in his head and he was debating whether he should leave it in or pull it out. That's what I'm thinking right now with Chiro. Like, do I leave it in or do I pull it out?
痛い。とんでもなく痛い。
My guy here is so calm, but he's just like, it hurts. Hurts like crazy. But it hurts so much that I can't panic. More importantly, it looks like this thing was aimed at Tosaka's head.
トサカ、その子任せた。
I get ready to run. There's no time to wait for her response. With my left hand, I adjust the grip of the metal pipe I'd strengthened earlier and fly onto the emergency exit. My right arm dangles as I run. Everything below the elbow is red from blood. Is it just bad luck with limbs for me today? Tosaka tells me to hand over one hand with the command spells on it, and now my other hand is partially severed from the rest of me.
この辺りだ。間違いない。
I look around. Though I don't know who or what did this, I can feel them drawing me out. Whoever attacked that female student, whatever attacked Tosaka with that dagger is nearby. I haven't lost them yet. If I close my eyes, I can feel the dark magical energy flowing.
弓道場のが雑木林か。
I jump over the fence and run across the mossy ground. Then... of course, it's you! Between the trees, concealed amongst the thicket, a familiar face takes one look at me and laughs.
Shinji?
I stop without thinking. Just what is he doing here? He's supposed to be missing. Wait, no. Mitsuzuri is the one that's missing. She's just the last one who saw her and... My injured arm throbs. The moment I'm about to fall forward. A nail-like dagger is thrust at my throat. I managed to dodge. Instead of going backwards or sideways, I follow my tumbling body and roll forward to avoid the blow. My throat. It scraped my throat. My skin's cut. Even then I'm lucky. If I had been any slower, it would have cut through bone and sinew. I scramble up. In front of me. Oh, hi, Ryder. Stands a smiling woman clothed in black.
Sabato.
I don't even have to check. A concentration of magical energy far beyond that of a human. Not even Tosaka compares. I don't know what class she is, but her spiritual presence is greater than a human, without a doubt.
消えた。
The shadow vanishes from my vision. Instinctively, I can feel death's swift approach. I desperately swing my weapon above my head. The rod is able to repel the nail coming at my head from above. I don't know if she's somehow related to a spider or something, but she's sleeping and clinging to the trees like one. I run. It must have been chance that I was able to block that. There's no way I'll be able to dodge another, and fleeing is out of the question. It doesn't help that the nail that's attached to your arm is also attached to a chain that I'm pretty sure she has control over. I make it to a nearby tree and put it to my back. That's one direction that I should be safe from. Or so I have to believe if I have any chance of this.
さあ、あんだけ目立つ格好してるのに、どうして？
I don't see the servant in black anywhere. She might be jumping from branch to branch since she hasn't come down to the ground at all. Sweat rolls down my forehead. I can hear the sound of jangling chains. It's like the rattle of a snake ready to strike. Under the tree, I try my best to suppress mirthless laughter. The sound of chains echo through the woods. In this life and death situation where the next attack is sure to kill me, my mind is blank. I have no sense of time. The guillotine just hangs in the air. That's what's strange. The battle should be over by now, but I'm still alive. How strange. Maybe that last attack killed me and my mind is now blank from wanting to believe that my fear of a surprise attack is actually a posthumous dream.
Saber.
I can't compete against a servant by myself. And I have to rely on her. Command spells. If I use a command spell and call Saber, I should be able to get out of this predicament. But can I? I'm the one who got myself into this death trap. Then I should be the one to handle it. Most of all.
俺はまだできることをやっていない。
That's right. I have a weapon in my hand, even if it is a shoddy one. And I can still move. If the location's bad, I can just move. I can call Saber after that.
驚いた。霊樹を使わないのですね。あなたは。
The voice echoes. Above. So she was hiding up in the tree.
あいにく残りが少なくてな。こんなことで使ってたら、この先やってられないんだよ。
And well, to be honest, I don't really know how to use it either.
そう。私のマスターと違って勇敢なのですね。あなたは。
I search for exact location. Where's her voice coming from?
では、私もやり方を変えましょう。サーバントのいないマスターに本気は出せませんから。あなたは優しく殺してあげます。
I would prefer that you didn't. The voice goes silent. Only the sound of the chains echoes to the woods. She's coming. What I have to do is to get out of these woods. But to do so, I would have to block the servant's nail weapon multiple times. The fact that I only have the leg of a chair that I strengthened to defend myself is so pathetic that it's funny. If at least... only this thing was impressive like his blades, then I could not only block but even counterattack.
くそ。
I don't have the time to be thinking about what ifs. It's about 30 meters to get out of the woods. This isn't much compared to the chase I had with Tosaka. I run. I ignore the harsh sound of chains and run frantically towards the exit. I repelled the attack from above. Then I blocked the roundhouse kick from the servant that landed on the ground to my left. She's in front of me now. I think she's getting irritated from having her blows blocked, but I managed to deflect another onslaught. The servant in black retreats. It's just chance. Just like the first attack, blocking everything else has been because of fortunate happenstance. I can't even see the enemy. For someone like that to be able to survive is nothing but pure luck. But, is it really that common? No. What if my assumptions were wrong in the first place? The first attack. A surprise attack to my head. Such attacks that would be impossible for Shiro and Emiya to dodge. There's no way that coincidence is lining up this much. The servant in black mutters to herself. A surprisingly beautiful, sensual voice, despite the irritation evident in it.
大したことないな。他のサーバントに比べたら迫力不足だ。
Alright, let's not provoke the servant that's chasing after you at the moment and just try and get away. I swing at the servant standing in my way. The servant in black blocks my blow and jumps back, her hair flowing in her wake. There's nothing in my way now. The servant in black retreated. If I just keep going just a few more meters like this.
いいえ、そこまでです。
Oh.
あなたは初めから私に囚われているのですから。
My body falls. Rather, I'm being pulled backwards. My right arm hurts. Some unknown force is dragging my skewered arm back.
まだわかりませんか？あなたの腕に刺さったそれは私の杭だということに。
お前の杭。
That makes me realize, extending from her weapon, the grating sound of metal against metal, the sound of chains. I've been hearing them ever since leaving the doorway end. I reach out for my right arm with my left hand, but it's too late. Dragged by some invisible force, my arm flies up and out of reach. With no mercy to my agony, it lifts me into the air. The nail piercing my arm is attached to a chain. The chain extends up into the canopy, using a branch as a fulcrum, and leaving me strung up by it.
Sate. 先ほどは何か興味深いことを言ってらしたようです。
The servant in black approaches. I can't run away or fight now that I'm suspended in the air.
この私が他のサーバントに劣ると困りました。その認識を改めさせなければあなたを殺すのは難しい。
I'm like a sacrifice. It's like I've been sent to the gallows in a western. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of it.
そうですね。まずはその誤った目からいただきます。残った手足はその後に。
She makes a nimble jump and appears right before me, suspended 3 meters in the air. The nail is swung downwards. My body can still move. I use my command spell, fight with my remaining left arm. If I pull out this nail stabbing my arm... Ooh. These are important choices right now. Fight with my remaining left arm. I still have this weapon in my hand. Still suspended in the air, I swing with all my might using my other hand. She must have known it was coming. The servant in black dodges in midair. This grim reaper smirks. I desperately swing my body to avoid it, but it's no use. The servant mercilessly thrusts the nail toward me right before my eyes. She is shot from the side by numerous light bullets. I fall to the ground. The bullet cuts the chain and I'm unceremoniously dropped on my ass. The servant in black turns around. She jumps to the tree branch and retreats like a beast.
エミヤ君、無事？
Well, I'm surprised you care now, considering you were just trying to kill me not that long ago. I'm surprised you just didn't team up with her. As soon as Tosaka runs up to me, she takes my hand.
とにかく血止めしないと。エミヤ君、何か巻くもの持ってない？
ハンカチ発見。いつも桜が用意してくれてるんで、きっと清潔。
似た者同士か。けどないよりマシよ。私のタオルとそれでなんとか格好ぐらいはつけられる。
She takes my pulse while murmuring what sounds like a spell. It must be a styptic and a painkiller, since my right arm feels a bit better. Tosaka diligently puts the handkerchief on my wound and wraps my right arm with the towel. Seeing her profile again confirms it. Tosaka is as good a person as she is beautiful. Up until 3 days ago, she was just someone that I admired from afar and thought I was a model student. Now that I've had a chance to get to know her, she's definitely far from that pedestal, but the person beneath it all is still worthy of admiration. My heart's throbbing. My pulse is racing. Tosaka is a good person. She's so close to me right now that we're about to touch, and she's so beautiful that I can't forgive her for everything that's happened until now. I can't think straight.
よし。応急処置はこんなところね。それで、あいつ何だったの？追いついたらとんでもないことになってたから、とにかく援護してみたけど。
俺もわからない。ここまで追いかけてきて襲われた。
I concisely explain what happened. I decided not to say anything about seeing Shinji. It could have been my imagination, and even if it was him, I have no proof that he's connected with that servant.
そんな顔するな。正体はつかめなかったけど、ともかくあいつもサーバントだろう。なら俺たち以外にマスターがいたってことじゃないか。
そうね。学校に私たち以外のマスターがいるってことは知ってたけど、ようやく尻尾を出したってわけか。
Tosaka sighs. It seems like Tosaka had already realized about the third master a while ago. In that case, is that master the one who attacked the female student?
また、トサカ。さっきの子はどうなった？
持ち直したわ。今は保健室で寝かせてあるからもう大事はないと思う。
That's good.
そうか。それはよかった。
I sigh with relief. Then, that means that all pressing matters have been solved. So all that's left is...
何よ、人のことじーっと見て。言っとくけど、私はあんなことしないからね。
I don't know how she misunderstood. Tosaka sometimes makes some weird misunderstandings.
あのな、そんなの分かってる。トサカがあんな真似するもんか。俺が言ってるのはそうじゃなくて、さっきの続きだよ。どうするんだ？やるのか、やらないのか。
Hearing that, Tosaka freezes. I wonder how long that lasted. Tosaka glares at me once, and then hangs her head in defeat. I mean, okay, but it sure is uncomfortable while you're making a face like that so close to me.
トサカ、どうするんだ？
やらない。今日はここまでにする。なんだかしらけちゃったし、また借りができちゃったし。
This is a little reminiscent of Witch and the Holy Night when Aoko was attacking Sojuro. And then she just like caved. She's like, forget it. She stands up and dusts her knees.
じゃあ行くわよ。辛いだろうけど、うちに着くまで我慢して。
Tosaka offers me a hand. I tilt my head and look into Tosaka's eyes.
だから、私の家に行くわよって言ってるの。エミヤ君、自分じゃその傷治せないんだから。
いや、それはそうだけど、なんで？
何でも何もないわよ。その傷治療しないと壊死しちゃうじゃない。それで動かなくなったりしたら私の落ち度みたいじゃない。
え
No, wait. I don't get it at all. Tosaka's house is in the residential area on the other side of town. There are Western-style houses near the top of the residential area, but I've never been there. I know of the area, but I don't have any first-hand experience. It's basically unknown territory. Then there's the famous Western-style mansion at the top of the hill. The home of Tosaka, a mage with a prestigious lineage? I look up at the mansion dumbfounded. Well, I'm used to seeing things like this because of Shinji's house, but this has its own aesthetic.
エミヤくん、玄関こっちだけど。
分かってる分かってる。
I clear my throat and follow after Tosaka. Man, it's understandable to be wary of entering another master's home, but the real thing throwing me for a loop is the thought that it's Tosaka's place. So, this is the Tosaka household living room, where Rin Tosaka spends her daily life.
それじゃあ腕を見せて。
She gets straight to the point.
悪い頼む。
I sit on the chair and put my right arm out. She takes off the towel that was wrapped around it. Feels like she's even closer now than before. With Tosaka tending to my arm right in front of me, I can't help but notice how beautiful her black hair is. It makes my heart beat faster.
あれ、おかしいな。傷口がさっきより小さくなってる。エミヤくん、自然治癒のまじないでもかけてるの？
いや、そんなことないぞ、断じて。
そうなの？その割には傷、もうほとんど塞がってるんだけど。
いや、だから別に綺麗だとかなんとか。って、今、なんて言った、トサカ。
Well, it's good to know where his mind is on.
だから、傷はほとんど治ってるって言ったの。私がしたのは血止めだけだから、治ってるなんてことはないはずなんだけど。
そんなこと言われても知らないぞ、俺。
本当？まあ、言われてみれば、エミヤくんは素人同然なんだし、自然治癒なんてまじないをかけられるわけないか。じゃあ、もしかしてセイバーの能力と関係あるのかな？
Nah, it's the sheath.
俺の傷が治ってることとセイバーの能力が関係あるってどういうことだよ。
これは仮定だけど、セイバーと契約した時何か手順を間違えて力の流れが逆になったんじゃないかしら。エミヤ君とセイバーがどんな契約を結んだかは知らないけど、サーバントの中には契約者を不死にする者もいるっていうから、セイバー自身の自然治癒能力がそのままエミヤ君にも流れているのかもしれない。
Well, you got part of it.
ならセイバーと契約している限りは怪我をしてもなんとかなるってことか。
まあそういうことになるけど、それは当てにしない方がいいわよ。結局あなたの傷を治してるのはセイバーってことになるんだから、セイバーの魔力を消費することになるし、何よりあなたのは傷を癒す力であって生を返すものじゃないわ。死んでしまえばそれまでなんだから、今回みたいな無茶は控えなさい。
While she says all this, before I even know it, she's finished her treatment and rebandaged my arm. She taps my arm and stands.
さて、それじゃあお茶でも入れようか。エミヤくん、砂糖とミルクどっちがいい？
いや、どっちもいらないけど、トサカ、その前に教えてくれないか？
いいけど、何？
さっき言ってたことだよ。学校にもう一人マスターがいて、そいつが何かしてるって。
ああ、そのこと？そっか、エミヤくんじゃ結界には気づかないか。まあ簡潔に言うとね、学校には私とあなた以外にもう一人マスターがいて、 さっきみたいなことを繰り返してるのよ。
The image of the collapsed female student appears in my mind.